Māori students too, where they have all this freedom, and then all of a sudden they've got freedom to do social things and pretend to their parents that they're going to the library, but really, and then all of a sudden they go into the workforce and they're like, hold on, like I have to then readjust to this timing thing, this time management. So I think time management can be something that we can look at in developing.
What support or learning theories do you feel could be drawn on to embed employability into programs or courses? So I think you've touched on team-based learning quite a bit.
Yeah.
Is there any other practices that you can think of?
Learning. I know that, and what I'm trying to do too is again just like having a lot more Pacific Island and Māori case studies, because I think that, myself as a student, long life student, what resonates with me is what mirrors my reality.
Yeah.
If I read about things that sort of are of my experience and things like that, those are the ones that stick with me, which is again why I'm trying to build in a lot more Pacific Island and Māori case studies. I'm trying to draw on, I'm trying to get together some stuff on the treaty, because I don't think that we teach that in Business 101, 102. We don't even touch on it, and I think that it'll be nice to have something around the treaty. But yeah, Pacific Island case studies is important, but I also think role modelling is important and something that we don't do a lot of. But what I think of, there's role modelling and also internships. The internships that we do have here at the business school aren't necessarily shaped for people like you and me. It's really competitive, and it doesn't actually touch on any of the sort of traits that are intrinsic with us. I think that the Faculty of Arts is doing stuff around that, so they've got sort of whānaus and evenings where they have sort of past people that have gone through the internships that are Māori and Pacific, and they come back and they talk about their experiences and what set them apart to be competitive in those programs. And I think that we could do a lot more here in the business school.
Do we not do that?
We don't do that at all, which is a shame.
Yeah.
What I think would be really good, because there have been students in the past that have come to me and asked me, well, what can I do? Pacific Island Māori students, like, look, go into these internship programs, and they've come away so disheartened just because they never competed. They were never even a part of the race. They put through their applications and pretty much just got rejected, which is really a shame.
Yeah.
Like, I think that there could be sort of programs specifically for Māori and Pacific students, particularly here. If this is, in the business school, that's humanities, like arts, and they're looking at things like librarians and internships for like the museum and things like that. We could do that here at the business school. There's so many transferable, sort of transitional programs that we can develop for our students. I think there's a lot of things that we can do, a lot of things that I know myself and Nane have been trying to do. So it's keeping us busy.
Yeah, it's a huge responsibility to fall to two people.
Oh yeah. And that's just us being newbies. There's a lot of champions. This whole sort of business school that have had that on their shoulders for a while. And so for me and Nane, we've kind of actively voiced that we're willing to take on some of that load. And especially as being young Pacific Island women, I think that, and that's not to say that everyone else is not relatable, you know, the people that have been carrying the load aren't relatable. It's just that sometimes new perspectives, new faces, you know, can kind of carry a little bit more times. Yeah. There's going to be a time probably next year where I'm like, you know, I'll be like that. I was like, I'm done. See you later. Bye. I'm going to the Caribbean to sip on some pina coladas. But right now, that's the way it's been for the past sort of year and a half.
Yeah.
Who knows if I'm going to run out of juice? Like, I'll probably run out of juice next week.
I think you become a niche in an environment like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes it's good knowing that you're doing something, but then it can get tiring.
Oh man, yeah, it gets really tiring real quick. You know, like probably 2 months ago, I was asked to like jump on all these projects. Being the token brown girl in MIB, you know, you're just asked to do anything that's got the Pacific in it. You're just like, yeah, can you jump on it?